Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, everybody. It's Rod with Power Group. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth. Hope you had a great weekend. It's Monday, April 29th. Almost said February. It's been one of those days today. I was on baby duty last night, so I didn't really get much sleep last night. But also I was doing some shopping yesterday for a new stove slash oven. Ours just randomly kicked the can. Went to turn on the oven the other day and cook some spring rolls and no go. So weird though. The stove still worked, and we just didn't have any power to the oven. So I don't know. I think it was a fuse or something. But anyway, got a new one on the way today. So that should be hopefully delivered at some point this afternoon. But there seems to always be something. We've got sorry, in the background, Verbo person trying to book my spot, but it's not for a few days, so I'll tend to that after. All right, so taking a look at the crypto space at the moment. So we've got a nice strong 15-minute uptrend here on XRP. There's been a lot of speculation that Ethereum is more than likely going to get sued by the SEC. They basically been going on the offensive on the attack, saying that they're going to, consensus is going to sue the SEC based on the lack of clarity with regards to Ethereum. But what actually happened was they actually received a Wells notice and then went on the offensive. So this might not be over for Ethereum. So we'll see what happens. It's really going to be interesting to see how they go after them, especially after proof of stake, right? It definitely looks like a security. But, we'll see. Things, it could be, it totally resembles a commodity and it totally resembles a security at some point. So, do I think it's a security? I doubt it. But, originally when it was ICO'd, that definitely looked like a security to me. And if they were to go to task and go to trial, I think they would lose on that. But as of right now, Bitcoin daily consolidation underway. And we did confirm a daily downtrend with a lower high and lower low. And it's actually a daily bear flag. So if we just go from the low to the high here, move it out to our 0.32. Whoops. It's saying that we could be targeting 60,200. So as of right now, it's still a weekly bull flag. I think it was a weekly bull flag. Yeah. SPY's the monthly bull flag. And we have a weekly bull flag still on deck here for Bitcoin. And in order to confirm it, we need to break the all-time high there at 73,757. Break that, and we're targeting about 113K. Cooled off the RSI there as well. So it's looking like we could see continuation here. But again, if we lose 60,000, that's going to negate the odds of that playing out. Excuse me, frog in my throat. All right, take a look at the movers and shakers on the day today. We've got AMP gunning here up over 26% at the moment. We've got Hex and Solo. And on the bear side, we have Theta, ARB, and Doge. Didn't really check in with the markets much today. Like I said, I've been busy and also catching up on some sleep. Didn't go to bed till, I think, 5 o'clock in the morning last night. And then up every hour or so. My daughter was super fussy last night, so didn't really get that much sleep, maybe 3 or 4 hours total. But yeah, SPY on the weekly time frame, we are bouncing, so we're breaking the high of last week just barely. We had 509.88 as resistance of last week, so it was an inside bar that broke bullish this week, but we're back within that range. And as of right now, we pulled back a little bit more than we would like to see on the weekly time frame, but it is a potential monthly bull flag here. As you can see, we have our low, high, anything over 479 is considered a monthly bull flag, and we'll be looking for one more final blow off top, which I think is very likely, and we target about 620 there on that monthly bull flag if confirmed. The dollar, like I said, we're just expecting a monthly lower high as the most likely scenario, and then a potential monthly downtrend at EMA 12 and 26 bear cross on our way to monthly oversold. Again, aligns with the fact that we could see some final blow off top action and one more final push up in the risk on assets and stocks and crypto. So gold and silver pulling back on the monthly. 1 day left as well in this monthly candle, so it's going to be very telling which way we open here, but more than likely going to be inside bars and tightening ranges on precious metals. Taking a look at some individual tickers on the day today. We've got Tesla up almost 15% currently. We got VEGA, Tesla, RUM leading the bull list. INSG, my swing trade's looking good on this one. Off the lows, it's now up over 180%. It looks so much like an MJ stock, I can't get over it. It's a 5G company. And February 2021 highs and January 2021 highs, which was the highest of most crypto and MJ. You can see here it was up at 219. So even if we go back to that high, that would be 54x from here. Off of the low, that's about 138x. So $1,000 investment into 100 grand, 138 grand. Sure, I'll take that risk. On the bear side, we have CODE, AMC, and HP. Coin seeing a little bit of red here today, but we got a pretty big mixed bag here today. So Tesla, one of those names that has been very, very weak, but we did confirm. Actually, did we confirm? No, we didn't confirm a daily uptrend. This move all came off the low. So we will expect a pretty big pullback here. Don't be surprised if we see a daily inside bar into tomorrow with only 21 minutes left in the day. And then, let's say we closed at this level here, we could easily come down, fill that gap, pull back 10, 15%. We could still see an EMA 12 and 26 bull cross, but it's a little bit away before we see that confirmed. So I wouldn't be surprised if we had a quick daily high or low. And we want to be in a daily uptrend to see a bull continuation pattern like a bull flag. But if we do start daily consolidation tomorrow, if 175 holds, then the psychology is there. It's just we won't give it as much of a weighting because of the fact or probability of playing out because of the fact that we're not yet in a daily uptrend. But bulls have the opportunity to confirm a daily uptrend and the bull flag all in one go. And then if we do, we'd be targeting about 250. So nice move there for Tesla bulls. Taking a look at, Canadian MJ. So leaders and gainers on the day, losers and gainers. We have LOVE, CNBS, and SNDL leading the bull list. And on the bear side, we have PWR, Huge, and DB, followed by CDC. CDC was all about volatility today. We hit a high of 960 and then went to a low of the day at 810. If we just zoom into the 5-minute time frame here. Yeah. See here, 959 and then 810. 811, I guess it was. Yeah, double bottom there at 811. So that was about a 5-minute oversold. That would have been a quick, nice entry there off of that double bottom there, about 5%. Quick day trade. Could still see an EMA 12 and 26 bull cross as well. And shout out to Patrick. I'm just going to see if there's any news here. Nothing major. Yeah, shout out to Patrick. This is pretty funny. Nancy Mace says, "Hey Schumer, stop holding safe banking as a campaign carrot dangling in front of our face and pass the damn bill." Didn't actually say damn bill, but pass the bill, all caps. And then, in response to Patrick's comment here, not sure if Weed Street is reliable. I think it's he or she. He's very pumpy. He or she definitely seems a little bit, I don't know what the best word is for it, over anxious, I guess, but I usually take Weed Street 420 with a grain of salt, but there has been times, most of the time I would say he's reliable and trustworthy. But yeah, Kevin Sabat on DEA rescheduling. I don't know who this Kevin Sabat or Sabe or whatever, how you pronounce that, but Kevin Sabat joins the conversation, bringing a laser-sharp focus on seismic shifts that may have refined the MJ landscape. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure who that is. The drug report. So I'm hearing from some sources that pro-MJ Democratic senators are saying it's very soon, as in today or tomorrow. And I've been saying for a while now that wouldn't that be typical of them to do it on the last day of April, similar to what they did in August. Last day of August, and everybody thought it wasn't going to happen because it was recess. Nothing's going to get done in August, and then on the very last day when no one least expects it, and then sure enough, everybody expects April. And imagine if we got it on the last day of April, that'd be such manipulation and just typical of them. But let's see who this person is. Kevin Sabe. Whoops. Going to follow him though. So new book, Smokescreen is the most important resource about the dangers of MJ, impeccably researched and gripping in its scope. Spokesman or Smokescreen, author of Smokescreen, Newsweek, nonprofit and activism. So it looks like he's an MJ activist. Okay, cool. I've never heard of him before, but I gave him a follow. Wow, 18 notifications here on X. Going crazy. Yeah, we'll see. Going to be interesting. We've seen imminent decision coming soon, but like I said, I was always in the camp of thinking it was going to be sometime in April, but if it comes in May or June, even July, who cares? But usually we get a type of summer lull, so if it does come in a couple months, or if it doesn't come this month, it comes next month or the month after that, then that should pave the way for a nice summer at the very least. So there's something to look forward to. Tilray still dangling around that 178. Yeah, that weekly time frame was just brutal. Gave the whole move back, but it's weekly inside bars at the moment. We'll see which way we break. But we could confirm a daily uptrend here with a low, high, brief higher low, and higher high. Could still see the EMA 12 and 26 bull cross. Very similar to SPY, right? Had the bear cross at the EMAs, daily uptrend confirmed, follow through, and could still see an EMA 12 and 26 bull cross. So very, very similar. Just if we just expand it, it looks pretty similar, right? And the EMAs all really following each other. In terms of USMJ, we've got RWB, NEVI, and Acreage on the bear list, and on the bull list we have TAT, MRMD, and BAM. MSOS back over $9 at the moment, starting the daily bounce, breaking the high Friday. On the weekly time frame, we're starting the weekly bounce, and we're still in a weekly uptrend. Is the most important thing to be watching here. So key supports there at 730. But breaking the weekly high of last week, and we have next resistance on deck is the high of the bounce there at 1096. Still in a monthly uptrend as well, so no major red flags here whatsoever. And we got one day left in the month. So let's see if we get that announcement today or tomorrow on rescheduling. I guess I mentioned it a few times now. Imagine if they pulled a fast one and some sort of curveball, and similar to what they did with HHS announcement the last day of August when no one expected it at all, right? I still remember the day I was in PEI and I was in my parents' kitchen making the video, and I really didn't expect it either. I'm in the middle of my mom's kitchen while she's cooking breakfast, making the video. So it just goes to show you how unprepared I was and unexpected I was that day. So that's typically how they do things, right? When you least expect it, that's when it comes out. All right, pretty quiet today. Let's see if there's any ticket requests. Hey, Jeremy. I'm going to take a look at Tilray. Sure, yeah, I did bring it up earlier. It's very similar to SPY. So if we just go in on the daily time frame, we can see here we had the daily EMA 12 and 26 bear cross on our way to daily oversold, and we're looking to confirm a daily uptrend with the low, high, higher low, and higher high. If you bring up SPY, similar thing, right? Daily EMA 12 and 26 bear cross, daily downtrend. We just confirmed a daily uptrend, so it's a little bit of a clue that Tilray could do the same. But yeah, very similar, and we could still see an EMA 12 and 26 bull cross after that bear cross, and again, looks very similar to the S&P 500, where we're just seeing that daily downtrend, EMA 12 and 26 bear cross. Then we're gearing up for a daily uptrend. So we have our high or low. We just need our high. If we break above 187, it would be very similar to SPY in that regard. Daily uptrend confirmed, and we could see an EMA 12 and 26 bull cross similar to SPY as well. But I would expect a pretty big move up here in short order, and I do think we could close that gap around 250. In terms of the weekly time frame, like I said, it's just a weekly inside bar, so we have resistance to the high last week at 187, as I mentioned, and then low at 165. So it'll be very telling which way we break out of this. I'm in the camp of thinking it's going to be bullish. It's nice to see Tesla showing some strength as well, as it's been one of the bears and really weighing down on the broader market, including the S&P 500 based on the size of its weighting. So it's good to see some selling exhaustion and some momentum start to shift back to the bulls for that. That should help with the broader market and tailwinds at our back, so to speak. But yeah, monthly, still just looking for that monthly higher low. We did close over monthly EMA 12 last month, which was the first time since way back here in June of 2021. So that's a promising sign. We'll want to see one preferably 2 more. And then a lot of names starting to trend back to their EMA 26, which if we do that on TLRY, then we'd be at around $4.75 USD. And it's more than likely going to come based on a headline, right? And I think rescheduling decision is imminent. And like I said, Weed Street 420, definitely take it with a grain of salt. But from what I've gathered, he or she is mostly reputable and trustworthy. So I'm hearing from sources that pro-MJ Democratic senators are saying it's very soon, as in today or tomorrow. So, and again, isn't that funny that, I speculated that, imagine if it was on the last day of April, similar to HHS announcement on the last day of August. If that happens, then we know that these people are just 110% manipulating the market, right? But yeah, in terms of the weekly macros, we already had the bear cross and on the MACD and on the stochastic, so we got that out of the way. That's a good sign. And we already had follow through, so it looks like downside could very well be limited. And we'll want to see a weekly candle close back over that 50 because we're very weak at the moment. We're still below all of our weekly moving averages and our daily moving averages, I believe. Yep. But we are gearing up for a golden cross here over the next, call it, couple of weeks, might even be days. But again, it's usually going to be some sort of headline. When we're down and out this bad, the whole sector's just, foaming at the mouth, waiting for a headline. But yeah, we're at 194 on the 50-day and 208 on the 200-day. So we're very close to seeing that golden cross again, which would be the second time the last time was in September there at the end of August, right on the HHS recommendation, but we didn't see that follow through. And that's what I mentioned during that time, was that we still hadn't confirmed the monthly higher low and monthly uptrend. So this pullback here is just the monthly higher low forming and that final shakeout and accumulation zone. And then here we are now starting to see the monthly bounce. We got like less than 10% from confirming the monthly uptrend. And then again, we just continue to see that volatility. And it's more than likely going to be a hard and fast move up when no one expects it, right? And it's more than likely going to be on some bullish headline like rescheduling. And with the hopes of safe fading and uplisting potentially, but MJ Banking with that hope fading, again, that adds to my thesis that we're more than likely going to see the rescheduling to Schedule 3 announcement first. Then late 2024, early 2025, rescheduling will actually get enacted. 280E will go away. But before then, this is a chain of events. We'll see Schedule 3 approved by the DA, DOJ. Then we'll get we'll get potential uplisting to the NYSE and the NASDAQ. We'll get MJ Banking done. And then we get enactment of Schedule 3. Then we get Florida on the ballot in 2025. I think, it's on the ballot for 2024, but I think it'll get enacted in summer of 2025. And then we'll get full-blown descheduling and federal legalization. So I think that's still the chain of events. To add a time frame to it, very difficult, but anybody can guess when we're going to see full-blown federal legalization. I think it's definitely sooner than later, but I'd say over the next few years, 2 to 3 years, is very realistic. And we'll see if the Dems take control of the House and the Senate. Could very well get some meaningful reform done. All right, going to end it there. Hope you have a great night, and we'll talk to everybody in the chat room in a little bit. My new stove/oven should be here soon, so looking forward to that. All right, talk to you soon.